Today on the Topping Show, Bud Light makes a new can design, but will it boost sales? Alex Jones claims the deep state will try to assassinate Donald Trump. Aston Martin teams up with an EV company. YouTube may launch an online gaming platform. Infinity is debuting a new logo. IBM to buy Aptio for $4.6 billion. Ron DeSantis is embracing mainstream media. Ex-Navy SEAL is running for Montana Senate. And Lordstown Motors is currently filing for bankruptcy. All that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, see the founder released twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner and you need a little assistance, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Now, going on to the culture part of the podcast, you have Alex Jones claiming the deep state will try to assassinate presidential nominee Donald Trump. Now, this is also coming off of news of Robert F. Kennedy, who's currently running for president as well. Robert F. Kennedy said something to the effect of he needs to be aware of what the government did to his uncle and his dad, unquote. Now, obviously JFK, many people speculate a single person didn't kill him, and there's still more classified documents that were supposed to be declassified, and yet the government refuses to release them all. There's a lot of speculation of what happened to JFK, and there's more questions than answers, especially the bullet theory, where the bullet that they claim to kill him, if you look at it, it clearly was never fired. Because if you ever fire a bullet, as soon as it hits something, it deforms ridiculously. Because again, a bullet is just a piece of lead with a copper jacket. Well, that's the usual bullet that's fired. So that's in terms of the theory around JFK's, how he met his demise. That's a couple of things that they highlight. And it's very unusual in terms of culturally, and again, this is Alex Jones. He did not cite a specific source right now. And the only thing more concerning about what he says is the fact that some of the things he says turns out to be right or true, which again is pretty interesting. And he's kind of backdooring his way to the cultural lexicon and a lot of the media interactions. All the media companies and all the tech companies, rather, they all simultaneously just banned him at once. So he couldn't have his own channel on YouTube, but he's starting to appear as a guest. And previously, I thought those videos were getting blacklisted, delisted, deleted, in fact. And it appears they're allowing those videos to stay for now. How long that'll be a fact, I'm not too sure. Even Elon Musk, who claims to be the beacon for free speech, even he did not like Alex Jones back onto Twitter, citing Elon's emotional connection with the Sandy Hook massacre, where Alex Jones had one of his conspiracy theories about the incident, and Elon took a very emotional, knee-jerk reaction, in my opinion, to Alex Jones' opinion on that. Again, I don't agree with much of what Alex Jones said, but he's an individual, he's an American citizen, he has a right to his free speech, and I think it's a good litmus test of if you believe in free speech. Should he be able to have a public voice or public opinion or not? It's a good litmus test to ask your friends and see what's going on. Now, for the first time in my life, we actually have two presidential nominees where there is concern around them meeting their demise, which is unprecedented in my lifetime, when I've been following politics for quite some time, ever since I was a youngster, so to say. And there are a lot of visceral debates, and there's a little bit of smack talk, some might say, but you really didn't see any concerns around your life like we're seeing now. So it's interesting that this is the first time we're seeing that. And Trump is actually running on a campaign of saying he is going to go after the government via the deep state. And his definition, and most people's definition of the deep state, are people who have worked in the government for an extended period of time, and they don't have accountability in regards to they're not elected, they're not voted upon, and there's very little ways they can actually get fired, thanks to a myriad of reasons, including tenure and public sector policies. It'll be interesting to see what happens, but the government is actually, they're charging Donald Trump with all these lawsuits, and actually going after him for all these improperly handling of classified documents, where no one else was being charged. Hillary Clinton was not charged. On the right, you had, who's the milquetoast politician? Mike Pence. He was not being charged. Obama, like none of the presidential VPs or presidential nominees, none of these political candidates were actually taken to court for the same issue. So that's a big discrepancy a lot of people are starting to notice, where he's being targeted and charged when the same charges were not applied to other people who did the same thing. Time shall tell to see if that sways and gains Donald Trump more political points, or if many people are just going to believe that he is guilty and they should prosecute him to the full extent of the law, even though, again, they did not do that for the other presidents as well as presidential candidates. But time shall tell. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Cannot thank you enough for taking time to like, subscribe, and comment. Each one of those things greatly help out the video. Trying to get up to 3,000 subscribers this month. It's going to be a big milestone, and can't thank you enough for supporting us. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.